Hey guys, today I am going to answer your burning questions about my procedure that I had last year. I did not think that vlog was gonna be anything big, but you guys had tons and tons of questions. So I wrote them all down and I'm going to answer it for you guys. Before we hit the questions, I want to explain what I had done. Last year I had labiaplasty and I was very nervous talking about it on camera and then sharing it with the world because I feel like it's looked down upon, especially cosmetic surgeries. I just didn't know how everyone would take it. I've always had problems with my lady bits. I never liked the way it looked, but most importantly, it was so uncomfortable. I did have some labial hypertrophy, so some enlargement of the labias, and because it's enlarged, it would always cause me discomfort. It would always get caught in my underwear, in my pants, and it would pinch and it would hurt so much. Even if I wasn't wearing anything, if I was naked, because I have thick thighs, it would just get caught in between my thighs and I was always in discomfort and I hated it. And I always had to adjust myself out in public and it was a nightmare. So last year I had enough. I decided to consult my gynecologist because I've had this gynecologist for many years and he knows my lady bits. He said I was a good candidate for it because I wasn't doing it for cosmetic reasons. I did it for my comfort, for myself. I wanted to feel more comfortable in my body and not have to be in pain every day from the labial hypertrophy. So if you watched my last vlog, you know what happened. I'm not gonna go into details about it, but I will answer your questions. How did you bring it up with your doctor? Well, I was going to my annual pap smear with my gynecologist, and while I was already on the table with my legs splayed out, I asked him, what do you think about labiaplasty? I didn't have any qualms about asking him because he is a medical professional and so am I. So asking about the issue that I was having, I just felt like I was, talking to a colleague almost. I know with some girls that it's hard to talk to your doctor about it because you find it very embarrassing and you have these insecurities that make you not want to share with anyone about it, and I get that, I totally do. But do remember that they are doctors, so they are there to help you in your health needs. They're not judging you, they want to help you. So keep that in mind. Did you do it for cosmetic reasons? Again, no, not really. That wasn't my initial idea behind it all. I wanted to get rid of the discomfort and the pain of it all, but I do have to say it looks so much better than it did before. How old were you at the time of the surgery? I was 27 years old, and I recommend waiting a little bit into your adulthood before deciding to do it because as women, our bodies don't fully develop until our mid-20s. So I recommend waiting until your body stops maturing and then reconsider if you want to do the surgery. How much does it cost and does insurance cover it? Unfortunately, no, insurance does not cover it because it is a cosmetic procedure. It's not viewed as a medical necessity. So I paid out of pocket, and because I went through my gynecologist and not a cosmetic surgeon, it was cheaper. I don't remember the cost exactly, but it was under $1,000. And with these procedures, from the research that I did before going into my consult, I saw that it was between $4,000 to $6,000. That was what held me back from doing this procedure for the longest time, and I thought, you know what, it doesn't hurt to ask how much is it with my gynecologist. So I don't know if gynecologists are cheaper in general. I may have gotten a lower rate because I was paying out of pocket, and also I've been a client of his or a patient of his for a while. I don't know, but it is pretty pricey. Did they use a scalpel or a laser and suture or cauterize it? So with my procedure, my gynecologist used a scalpel and sutured it up. Other surgeons and doctors may use lasers and cauterize. I did read a few comments on people saying how it's better to cauterize it rather than suturing, and I agree with that. I didn't know the techniques that my gynecologist was going to do, and I highly recommend, if you're looking into getting this done, that you ask the surgeon or the doctor what they're going to do exactly, like the technique, how they're going to do it. Are you going to use a laser or scalpel, cauterize or suture it? There are many different ways, and there are actually methods in cutting out the labia. There's like the wedge method and some other method, I don't even know. But I recommend doing all your research and doing consultation so you know what to exactly expect. How did you feel emotionally and physically prior to and after the procedure? Well, before the procedure, I was really anxious. My blood pressure was actually high for me. It was like 140s over something. I think I was feeling anxious because I was finally getting something done to an issue that I've been living for so long with, and also because I knew that I was only getting local anesthesia and not general anesthesia, and that was my choice. My doctor offered me general anesthesia where he puts you under, but I decided not to because it saved me on money, and I've gotten local anesthesia with like my wisdom teeth, so I was awake throughout the whole thing. So I'm like, you know what, I can handle a needle and just being numb down there while they're doing it and I'm awake. I know there's people who prefer not to, and hey, good for you. I kind of wish I did. And then after the procedure, if you watch my vlog, then you'll know what happened. So I'm just gonna leave it there. How was the healing process? Many of you had questions about this, like how long did it take me to feel 100%? Are there any restrictions? Did you have any swelling? So I'm gonna answer that. Honestly, the healing process wasn't too bad. I didn't have severe swelling. I did have some swelling, but it didn't last that long, maybe a week or two tops. And the swelling didn't cause me any discomfort at all. What was painful was the incisional site. I was prescribed pain pills, but I did not take any of them. I instead iced my groin every day, and for me, that helped me the best. Like, that numbed the area really well and helped with the swelling. So honestly, it wasn't too bad pain-wise. It was a lot of discomfort, especially when walking, because you know, when you're walking, it kind of is rubbing around. So it's more so the friction that caused the discomfort from the incision and the sutures. And I couldn't walk right for a good couple of weeks, honestly. I waddled around a lot and I couldn't walk long distances or for a long period of time. I recommend taking off a week or two from work if you're gonna get this procedure. Did it hurt to urinate or have bowel movements? No, it did not at all. My doctor did advise me to use a water bottle with warm water to rinse myself off after I went to the bathroom and just pat myself dry, and that's what I did, and it healed very well. And with your bowel movements, labiaplasty has nothing to do with your anus, so no discomfort there. Any noticeable scars or obvious signs of work done? No, actually. It honestly looks pretty natural. Like, I don't see any scarring at all. I think it's because he used the wedge method, so look that up if you want to know what that is. Were there restrictions such as showering? No. Well, however, you do want to use gentle soap as to not irritate the area, and you don't want to like scrub down there as well. You just kind of want to let the soap run over you or run down you. And if you do need to do like a deep cleaning down there, just be very gentle on yourself. You'll be tender for a little bit, so I wouldn't think you want to touch it anyway. How long did it take until you felt 100%? I would say at least a month to a month and a half until I felt like I could do my regular activities such as going to the gym, going to work without feeling any type of discomfort. Everyone heals differently, so you may heal faster or slower than I did, but for me, a month and a half. Are you still able to feel sensation during intercourse? Yes, actually. The procedure did not affect my clitoris or my vagina, so everything is okay in that department. And lastly, was it worth it, and are you happy with it? And yes, I am. I know that my experience wasn't what I thought it would be like. However, I don't have the same issues that I did a year ago. I don't have the discomfort anymore. My self-esteem and my confidence has gone up, and I just feel more comfortable with my body, and not having to readjust my underwear and feel the discomfort that my labias were giving me. It's just so nice. I hope I answered all your questions, and if you have more questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I do want to mention that if you're looking to get this procedure done, to do your research, do your homework, talk to your doctor about it, and do it for the right reasons. I know there's a lot of girls who do it for cosmetic reasons, and hey, you know what? I'm not gonna judge you on that, but if you're having issues like what I was going through, where it was causing me a lot of pain and discomfort, I would say look into it, because there's something that you can do about it and you're not alone. I did not realize how many girls were going through the same issue that I was. And like I said before, I know it's embarrassing, but you're not alone. So many girls have the same issue, and we're all too scared to talk about it. But hey, if guys can like talk about their balls, why can't we talk about our labias? That was a little weird. Disregard that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.